reacting to Minecraft's official guide collection. I've played Minecraft for multiple years, like sort of a while, and I'm going to react to these books and see how accurate they are. This has the Guide to Redstone, Guide to Combat, Survival, and Creative. I'm going to read all the books and rate them on how accurate they are and how good they are. Open them up first. Very awesome. Okay. So now we have this sheet. All the 4 books made officially by Mojang. So we're gonna see how accurate they are. I think I'm gonna start with the redstone one. Let's go with that. Minecraft's official guide to redstone. What? Okay. Got this here. So that's guide to redstone. I cannot read what that says. Alright, let's open it up. Minecraft. I don't know that much about redstone, to be honest. So maybe I'll see what I can learn and what I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it says Redstone 101. So you're interested in becoming a redstone engineer. Well, first things first, you need to know all the tools you will have at your disposal. In this section, you'll be introduced to many of the redstone blocks that will create redstone signals, manipulate them, and use signals to create various useful results. Meaning you can make different things in Minecraft, like, I don't know. Alright, let's do this. What is redstone? Most of this stuff I know, this is just a part of basic Minecraft. And, oh, it has a crafting recipe for everything. I forgot target blocks like emit redstone signal. This could be useful because I often don't know. I do not know what comparators do. Let's see. A comparator can measure the strengths of up to 3 signals or subtract them from one another. It can also be used to determine the fulfillment of storage blocks and even how many slices of cake are remaining. That's kind of cool. I still don't understand. I know what the detector does, I'm pretty sure. But I do not know what the activator rail does. Let's see. Minecarts travel on set paths of activator rails as normal. When the rails are powered by redstone, any carts roll over them will be activated, causing hopper minecarts to move items or the TNT minecarts to explode. Oh, I never knew that. That's cool. Let's see, what else is there? It has blocks of redstone above those. It looks kind of ugly. I'd rather use this sort of design here, but as it's instead of that. Button, target. What's that? A target block outputs an. I don't know. This is actually kind of cool. Oh, it talks about the different pressure plates. There's tripwire hooks. Movers and shakers. Alright. The redstone repeater is used to control the flow of a signal and restore its strength to the max. Redstone flows only one way from a repeater, represented by the arrow on top. That's cool. What is this? Redstone comparators. I don't think you guys can see what it says though. Yeah. Or did that just make it worse? Well, this is pretty useful, to be honest. If you're new to Minecraft, I would buy it. But even after knowing a lot about Minecraft, this is pretty useful, to be honest. It's cool. Color blocks. Yeah, this is useful. I would recommend buying this. The book itself, right now we're doing a review of this book. The book itself alone, it costs $10. For the whole package, it's like $40 to $50. I would recommend this book if you want to learn more about redstone, and if you're kind of new to it. But if you're mostly a pro, you don't really need it if you know a lot about redstone. I didn't really know that much about it. It does have a lot of good information though. I would recommend reading this if you want to know more, because I did learn a few things. I learned what comparators do, more about the signal strength and stuff like that. So it's a useful book. Now, time for our next one. I sort of want to do, I want to see Guide to Creative. This one seems cool. Alright, Guide to Creative. It's a shovel. Alright, let's get into this. Minecraft. There's a context. Create 101. It's talking about spawn eggs and stuff. This can be cool. So this is just like telling you about what creative is, like how there's no hunger, passive mods, all that. Stage 1. The best practice. Stage 1 is planning. Pick what you want to build, decide where you want to build, sketch the outline of your build. What? I've never think to like sketch out an outline for my build. That doesn't really make sense. Create an outline for your build. That sort of makes sense sometimes. Build the foundations. Add in the build features. Your build structure. Stage 3, decorating. Include the interior lighting. Well, that's kind of cool the way they did that. They put a slab on the torch so it looks like it's on there. Create some unique furniture. Add some decorative touches. Your build's complete. This is kind of cool. There's more basic things about it. It's talking about interactive blocks, redstone, sugar blocks, I don't know why. Know your blocks. Oh, it's saying if you like themes, if you have a certain theme, you should use the same sort of type of block. Like how this has dark and like netherrack. This is jungle planks, dark oak slabs. Spruce, so it's all like brown kind of. This has sandstool, white wool, smooth quartz, stuff like that. That's also helpful. Same thing for the rest of those. If you want an ancient Egyptian one, Wild West one, use these types. Infernal theme, use those. Steampunk, use these. Woodland and industrial. This is actually useful if you want to make a certain type of build. So, simple colors. I'm gonna skip more. Oh, here it talks about light levels. That can be really useful. I thought torch had the highest level. Brown mushroom? How does that have a light level at all? The heck? Glowstone, lava, respawn anchors, campfire beacon, jack-o'-lantern. I thought that'd be more around like 10 or something. That's cool. I didn't know magma really emits light either. discreet lighting. Some lights don't need to be seen. I never really know how to do that. I think if you put carpet over like a glowstone, then it's good. Mood setting. Ooh, that's a cool chandelier design. Something like that. Let's skip forward a little bit. So this kind of gives you tips on like if you have a certain theme for your build. You have a certain idea. This book, I give it a 7 out of 10 in usefulness. It's pretty good. All 4 of the books cost about the same as the original, the Redstone one I have. It's about like $10 or so. This one, it can be pretty useful if you're like mainly a creative player. I usually play in survival. Sometimes I do creative. This one is useful because on one of the pages, it was talking about themes. Here, know your blocks. It was talking about if you have an ancient theme, you can use these types of blocks. Yeah, it's cool. This one I do recommend if you're mostly playing creative. If you're mostly a survival player, I wouldn't buy it. But I think it's useful, pretty useful. Now, moving on to our next book, to combat and survival. We'll go with survival and save combat for last. Yes. I'm pretty sure this is like managing your food, sort of. Not like specifically that, but just stuff like that. Alright. Minecraft. Okay, getting started. Bedrock and Java Edition. I think it's talking about this because in the different versions it can be different. So, survival mode. It's talking about the clocks and stuff. What is survival mode? I wonder what survival mode is. Customize your new world. Alright. Player stats. Health bar, hunger bar, experience bar, and the hot bar. That we all know. I want to see something like... I wonder if there's anything I didn't know about this. It tells you about crafting, like basic tools and stuff. Oh, it's talking about like durability, attack strength on like the different items. And on pickaxes and swords, and it goes all the way up to netherite. Although it doesn't have copper because that update kind of came out recently. Branch mining tips. Mining's not just a game of chance. I think it kind of is. You can boost your yield of the rare sources with these neat tricks. Branch mining. That seems harder. Hunger. Ooh, here it shows like what the different foods give in like saturation and stuff like that. You can craft cakes, cookies, and golden apples. I thought you couldn't craft golden apples. Oh, it talks about effects. That's cool. Farmland. It has a good thing for farmland. Skip forward a little bit. Oh, here it talks about mob drops. Oh, it talks about block. Yeah, this is actually really useful. I think these are all the mob drops in the game. Here it talks about all the mob drops. Villager. Wait, what? Villagers don't drop anything. What? Oh, so here it says breed you can use these items to breed the villagers. It's hard to 20. Alright. Sheep, you breed it with the wheat. It drops wool, meat, experience, salmon, sea turtle. I didn't know sea turtles breed and drop the seagrass. Chicken, it breeds with all these items. I guess all seeds. And basically that counts as breathing, but breeding. Drops that, experience. Pig, pig. Cow, what didn't I know that drop? Even more. Polar bear. I didn't know they drop fish. Can't breed them, I guess. Goat doesn't drop anything. Spider. Dolphin. I didn't know dolphin drops anything either. Wolf. You don't get anything out of wolf except for experience. The iron golem. I thought you do get experience from the iron golem. That's weird. And then there's the bee. What do you use to breed the bees? Flower. Iron golem has 100 health points. Meanwhile, bee has 10. And so does dolphin. Dolphin also has 10. Oh, there's more. Creeper. They drop music discs, yeah. Skeleton, husk, drowned, phantom, witch, pillager, ravager, vindicator, evokers. Since when did evokers drop the flags? I didn't know that. And same with vindicators. I thought it was only raid captains. Defend yourself. That's your main hand. Leggings, chest weight, boots. Oh, in hard mode, they can break the door. I thought it was all game mode. Apparently just hard mode. Alright. This. The biomes. The nether. Another terrain. This is where they have this is just the netherrack wasteland kind of, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, nether waste. See this. It says it's good to bring fire resistance to the nether. Oh, here it shows the other mob drops. I did not know dragons drop strings. And you can breed them with mushrooms, gas. Drops these. Blaze. I want to see something surprising. Thunder. Twinkling brute. Now it's the end. Okay. There's an end portal talking about there's a vendor stuff. And see these. Ooh. Outer Islands. This is cool. Saying Enderman dropped Eyes of Ender. The Ender Dragon just drops experience. Shulkers drop their shells and experience. How much health? Only 200? Ender Dragon only has 200 health points. So that means it's basically like killing 2 iron golems. Except they fly and breathe on you. They're staying fresh. But it is more stuff on the nether. That's mostly it. Alright. This book, I rate a solid, let's see, 6, maybe 7 out of 10. I think that's pretty good. This one, it's helpful. I did mostly kind of know all this stuff, but it's helpful with mob drops and like mob health points and stuff. It's helpful to know about that. So this book's useful if you're new to the game and you don't know stuff. Most of the things in it are pretty accurate, and I learned certain mob drops, or like things that mobs drop in them. So, next book. Last one we got. Guide to Combat. This one, I don't know much about combat. I'm not good at it, really. This one might actually honestly be helpful for me. Like, I suck at combat. Guide to Combat. This is the item key. I don't know why that's here. Okay. Making sense of the screen. Hotbar, offhand slot, health, selected item. They talked about this stuff in the thing. Oh, oxygen, they didn't. Experience and armor. They didn't talk about that in the. Or they mostly talked about that stuff. Sword. Exact same thing from the other one. Bow and arrow. I always forget the crafting recipe for the bow. I don't know how. Oh, that's how to craft arrows. This can be helpful. It's durability and the attack strength of these. 1 to 10 on the bow. I think this is loaded. 9 attack strength on the crossbow. Oh, the rocket gun, whatever that is. I've never really made one, like, ever. The shovel, pickaxe, the hoe and everything. Yep. Oh, it talks about TNT on here. This can be helpful. Let's skip forward a little bit. Oh, they have chapters too. This can actually be really useful. This talks about all the brewing stuff. Oh, enchanting. This is also good. Let's see. Yeah, this is talking about some potions. This one's actually really helpful, to be honest. To know your enemy. That can... Ah! Blaze has 20 health points. The chicken jockey does not have 20. And the chicken has 4. Alright. It drops any of these items. I thought they can all... It says they can have iron sword and gold sword. I thought they do drop diamond swords. This one gets more into it about how much XP they drop. Like this says 5 to 12. The other one just said XP. It didn't say how much. Endermite, 8 health points. You know, the chicken has 4. Evoker. Let's see. This is like most of the hostile mobs. It's talking about a baby zombie. Alright. Adorable yet still vicious undead creatures. They are not adorable. The Wither. 600 health points. It only drops 50 XP. And another star, so you can make a beacon. Ideal loadout. It wants you to have a sword, a trident, a pickaxe, bow, arrows, ladders, ender pearls, potions of healing, and totems. The totems should just be in the offhand, and ladders aren't useful in all situations. 12,000 XP for the ender dragon. That's it. Cool. I'm pretty sure it only drops like 3,000 the other times you kill it. Mob allies. These are the mobs that help you, I think. Unless you anger them. Versus mode. Alright, let's skip ahead. Why is it talking about builds? Oh, I think it's like watchtowers and stuff. Alright. This book, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I found it very, very useful. And like, honestly, useful. So, it's honestly good to go to if you don't know like things about certain mobs. Like if you're trying to make a certain farm of anything and you don't know like if the spider or whatever drops the right item. That's just an example. But this one can really be useful if you need it. Guide to combat. I did find it very good. So yeah, so I give this one a 9.5 out of 10. And I don't know what else to say about it. But basically, this whole collection, it is honestly really, really helpful. If you're new to Minecraft, or even if you're like a person who's played for a while, like me, these books can be still very useful and such. So, if you want to know more about the game, I'd recommend buying them. This pack, shoot. The pack I bought, this one whole thing, $50. That's cause it's gold covering, it's the stylish one. And it has all 4 of them, so I give the whole thing 9 out of 10. This was honestly really helpful to me. So I learned a lot from that. And that's all for today. Yay!